Happy Halloween, Facebook. I put my mask on so you can see it. So I'll take it off because you can't see my mouth. All right. So let's go ahead and find our comfortable seats. And sit up nice and tall. Lift your shoulders up and let them roll back down. Hands on your knees, elbows soft under your shoulders. Eyes are closed or gazing down. And just begin dropping in, connecting to this moment. Begin to deepen your breath, finding an equal inhalation, exhalation, in and out through the nose. And as you stay with your equal breath, I'll continue with our reading from Pima Chodron, Comfortable with Uncertainty. Today's reading is called Drive All Blames into One. This saying, instead of always blaming the other, own the feeling of blame. Own the anger, own the loneliness, and make friends with it. Use Tonglen practice, which is give and take, apply to yourselves as you apply to others, to see how often you can place the anger or fear or loneliness in the cradle of loving kindness. Use Tonglen to learn how to be gentle to all that stuff. In order to be gentle and create an atmosphere of compassion for yourself, it's necessary to stop talking to yourself about how wrong everything is and how right everything is, for that matter. I challenge you to experiment this way. Drop the object of your emotion, do Tonglen, and see if in fact the intensity of the so-called poison decreases. I have experimented with this, and because my doubt was so strong for a while, it seemed to me that it didn't work. But as my trust grew, I found that that's what happens. The intensity of emotion lessens. And so does the duration. This happens because the ego begins to be ventilated. We are all primarily addicted to me, us, ourselves. The big solid ME begins to be aerated when we go against the grain and abide with our feelings instead of blaming the other. The quote one in the drive all blames into one is our tendency to protect ourselves, ego clinging. When we drive all blame into tendencies by staying with our feelings and feeling them fully, the ongoing ME begins to lighten up because it is fabricated with our opinions, our moods, and a lot of ethereal, but at the same time, vivid and convincing stuff. So remembering, we always practice ahimsa, no pain or judgment in your practice. And just stretch your arms open and out to the sides. And wiggle your fingers. Roll your wrists. And then slowly pull the hands together in front of your heart. Once your hands touch, bow your chin in. Maybe you have an intention or a dedication for your practice. And then interlace your fingers and stretch it away. Round your back and tuck your chin, look down. And then on your next inhale, reach up high and let your shoulders relax away. And then take your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. Stretch the hands down towards the floor, keeping the spine long. If it feels okay, lift the arms up and away. And then drop your arms down. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, right hand to left knee. Twist, look back over the left shoulder. Inhale, reach high. And exhale, twist to the other side. Inhale, arms up, hands down. And then just pick up your left foot and put it in your right hand. Support the knee with the other hand, and you can keep it out here. Some of you are going to be able to pull it in near the bend of the elbows, but make sure it doesn't make you round in on yourself. Keep sitting up tall. And just give a little rock. Rock the baby. Wake up. Be nice. So stay right here, or we're going to grab the pinky toe side of the left foot with the left hand, and you're going to find that range of motion going that way. And then put that foot down and pick up the other foot. Support the knee, give it a little rock, see what feels good on this side. So it might be different. Find the one that works for you. And then relax, grab the pinky toe side of the right foot with the right hand and find that range of motion going that way. And then bottoms of the feet together, just do a little butterfly, stay here or fold in. And then go ahead and sit up, and then just bring your knees up and just kind of rest back and take your knees as far away as you need to take that right ankle and cross it over the left knee. So you're going to push this knee away, and you're going to feel a stretch in the back of the right hip. And some of you are going to stay there, some are going to be able to walk your hands closer to your back. Some of you are going to be able to pull that foot in. Some of you might be able to get in nice and tight. So honor your body. Depends on what feels good for your knees, for your hips. Just breathe. Now if you got in tight, you might need to back out. Get that foot out, just give it a little kick and shake, and then switch it over. And then see what works on this side. So keep it out, or walk it in, or pull it in. Honor your body. One side's different. You can lower that knee if you need to. If you walked in tight, you might need to walk out, let it go. Just take both legs out, just give your leg a little shake. And then make your way to hands and knees. So finding a tabletop position, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Cat-cow tilts when you're ready. On an inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, hold here. If it feels good, you can tuck your toes, get a little stretch in the feet. And then wait for an exhale, arch your back high, flatten out the feet if you tuck the toes, and just push the foot away and really arch back and squeeze the belly. And then we're going to move with the breath. Inhaling, sway back, and exhaling, cat. Just cycling through your own breath. And then wait for your next exhalation. Return to a flat back. Look over your right shoulder to your right hip. Look around to the left side. Come back to center and press it into child's pose. So remember, you can come here at any point during your practice. And then shift forward, hands and knees. Knees back under hips. And take your left leg back. Toes on the mat, press through the heel, find that calf muscle. Keep it steady or gently rock back and forth. And then keep the weight forward, push the floor and engage the belly. If it feels okay, you're gonna lift the leg. The leg went up, circle the ankle. And then reverse. And press through the heels. Stay right here or send that right arm forward, reach and pull both directions. Keep breathing. So stay there, or we're gonna take a diagonal. Arm to the right, leg to the left, unless you're on the other side. And then bring it back in. Now exhale, squeeze it under the bottom. Inhale, stretch out long. Exhale, diagonal. Inhale, out long. Exhale, under. Last time, out. Diagonal. Out. And under. Now stretch it out. Put the hand down, let your foot cross over the foot behind you, and then look over the shoulder towards your toes. Now swing that leg off to the other side so it's in line with the knee. Reach that same arm up and circle it, so the other arm, yeah. And then reverse. Keep the arm straight or start to let it go back a little so you get a stretch and release in your back. Some of you might flip the palm and reach for that bottom inner thigh. And then bring your hand down. Bring your knee in and send the other leg back. And find that calf muscle. Breathe into it. Stay still or add that gentle rock. And then keep the weight forward, push the floor, engage the belly, and if it feels okay, we're lifting the leg. If the leg goes up, circle the ankle, reverse, and press through the heels. Stay there, or left arm forward, or other opposite arm forward, and breathe. You can always stay here or add your diagonal, arm out. To the side, leg out to the side, and then the center, exhale under. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, diagonal. Inhale, out. Exhale, under. Last time, out, diagonal, out, and under. Stretch it out. Put your hand down, let your foot cross over the left, look over the left shoulder towards your toes. Now swing the leg off to the other side and reach the same arm up and circle the wrist. And reverse. Keep it straight up or start to let it go back a little. Those of you that want to flip that thumb to the floor, knuckles towards your sacrum, maybe grab that bottom inner thigh. And bring your hand back down. Bring your knee in, and this time tuck your toes as you press your hips towards your heels. Breathe into your toes and your feet. And then when you're ready, press it up to your first down dog. So hands and knees, always an option if you're not doing down dog. If you're in down dog, you can pedal out the heels. So remember, you're pushing equally through the hands and feet. You're reaching your shoulders actively towards your waist. And then we're all going to come to stillness and just hold here. So you're pushing the floor, spread your fingers wide, and particularly push down through the thumb and the index finger. And get the weight out of the shoulders. So you're distributing the weight. Nice. Looks good. These look great. All right, now go ahead, shift forward like you're gonna do a push-up. Find your plank position, drop it down if you need to. If you can, we're gonna hold here and breathe. And then tap your knees on the floor, elbows in, lower all when you're done. We're just gonna do one back bend here to start. Inhale, roll up just your head, neck, and chest. There's your cobra. Cobra, you should be able to lift the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then forehead down. Inhale, hands and knees, or down dog. And then walk your hands and feet towards each other, making your way into And then just walk both hands over to the right side of the right foot. Let your left hand grab the calf or ankle. If it feels okay, right arm high. Feels okay, put a bend in the left knee. You're stretching out that right hip. Down the IT. And then go ahead, switch sides, reach to the other side, bending the right knee, maybe left arm high, maybe not. And then go ahead, drop it back to center, grab opposite elbows, sway a little. And then drop your arms, bend your knees, squeeze your belly, and stack your vertebrae coming all the way up. Once you're at the top, reach. And then exhale, hands to your heart. Now just reach your arms back up and now grab your elbows and put a bend in your knee. And then we're just gonna kind of roll forward and then we're gonna circle off towards the right side and just stop there and feel that stretch in the left side. And then come up and circle around and then stretch it over into the right side. And then just circle it around, just moving. If it feels good to stop and hold, if you want to get rid of the bend, you can do that. Keep your core engaged. So it looks like this. We're just doing a little circle if you're on the screen. And then let's reverse the circle and just take it the opposite way for a little bit. And then reach up tall, reach both arms high, and then reach a little further through your right hand like you're climbing a rope and really reach. Maybe that left heel lifts up a little. And then switch sides and reach up through the other arm. And then come back to center, just reach both arms up and now just bring your hands down and touch your thighs, slide towards your chest. On an inhale, push your shins away. Find Ardha Uttanasana, long flat back, like you're reaching through the crown of the head, pressing through the tailbone. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it out at the top. Drop your tailbone only if it feels good. Add a back. Come up straight and hands to your heart. Drop your arms. Find your mountain, top of your mat. Sun salutation, Surya Namaskar, shoulders back and down, palms forward, belly in, tailbone drops. On an inhale, arms up. On an exhale, fold towards your chest. On an inhale, push your shins away. On an exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, and step your left foot to the back. Go ahead, drop that knee all the way down and sink into the left hip flexor. Shine your heart open. Floor is too far away. Hands can come up to your thigh. Some of you, it might feel good to tuck your nose down to your knee. That might deepen your stretch. If you don't like it, don't do it. And then wait for an exhale and send your hips back. Let your toes lift. If your hamstrings tight, hands are walking with you. You need to stretch, keep them forward and fold. And then shift the weight back into the right foot. Tuck your toes. You're going hands and knees or down dog. You're going to cat-cow or Adho Vinyasa. Let's inhale plank. Exhale lower. Inhale cobra or up dog. Spend a little extra time if you'd like. And then exhale hands and knees or down dog. Either from hands and knees or down dog, let your left leg lift high. Toes down, hips closed. Now turn your toes to the side, let the leg go higher. Only if it feels good, bend the knee. And then step that foot as close as you can to the left thumb. Drop the back knee. If the foot didn't make it, pick it up and bring it. Stack your hips, shoulders to the waist, sink into that right hip flexor. Rather stack your joints. Keep the gaze forward or tuck the nose down towards the knee. If your head went down, look forward, hips back, toes lift, Ardha Hanuman. Make space for your hamstring. And then go ahead, shift the weight back into the front foot. Hands and knees or down dog, cat-cow, or as you flow. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, let the right leg lift. Leg straight, toes down. Now turn the toes to the side, see the leg go higher. Only if it feels good, you bend the knee. And then step that foot as close as you can to the right thumb. If it feels okay, keep the back knee lifted. If you want to drop it down, that's fine. Left hand on the mat. Right hand on the thigh above your knee. Push into both hands to twist open. Keep the hand low or reach it up. And then wait for an exhale, put your hand down. We're stepping up with the left foot and back with the right. Right hand flat, left hand on the thigh, twist to look to the left. Keep it low or reach it up. If you lose the twist, keep it on the thigh, you're gonna bear the twist. Palm faces the door. So in your least resistant position, beautiful. Wait for your exhale, hand down. You can either step up to ragdoll or back to down dog. If you went to down dog, you should add a vinyasa. If you ended up in down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. And then heel toe your feet, pinky toes near the edge. And set up. You can stay here or put your elbows above your knees. High squat. If you have knee issues, you might want to stay there. If it feels okay, hips drop towards the floor. Elbows can come to the insides of the knees and thumbs can come to the sternum. Malasana, yogic squat. And breathe. If your elbows went low, bring them back above the knees, push together to come up. Just grab opposite elbows and hang forward. Just let everything settle back to center. You can add a little rock, a little sway. And drop your arms, bend your knees, squeeze your belly, and stack your vertebrae. At the top, reach. Stretch it long and tall. Drop your tailbone. Only if it feels good. Add a little back bend. Come up straight and hands to your heart. Drop your arms and find your mountain. So we're going to step back with the right foot. If it doesn't make sense on camera, you can do the other foot. All right, so angle out. Your toes are at 1 and 11 o'clock. And then just bend your knees and sit into your high squat. Make sure your belly's in, your tailbone's down, you're not swaying, and you're not shifting the spine forward. Nice and tall. Hands can stay on the thighs, or you can bring them up. On an inhale, we're just gonna straighten the legs and drop the arms. And on an exhale, we're gonna sit back into our squat. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, sink low. Keep going on your own. And the next time you sit into your squat, hold it. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, come up, drop your arms, square your feet so they're parallel, fold forward, and touch the floor. Just let the crown of the head reach towards your floor or mat. You can rock a little, sway side to side if that feels good. Upside down is always an option. Nice. Take your time. So we're going to angle our right toes out to the right corner. And you're going to bend into that right knee as you walk your hands to the right side. So don't worry if you're in the studio, you're going to go the other way. One more
can hope.
That's fine. You can do this as long as you do both. Keep it high or sink into your knee on that side, we'll just say. You can let your toes pop up. Some you might fold. So Skandasana, surfer squat. All right, so when you're ready, we're walking it up and over to the other side and see what works on this knee. It might be different. Honor your body, keep it high or sink it low. And then walk it back to center. Now get your wrists under your shoulders. So they might be off your mat if your feet are not near the back of your mat. Because you don't want them back here because then you get your shoulders too far out. So go ahead and stack your joints. And then we're going to put the left hand under the face and reach your right arm high. Take a twist, push the floor away, straight arm down below. There's that same bind here if you like it. Flip your thumb and reach around for your left inner thigh. And then switch hands, put the right hand down, push the floor away, straight arm, left arm high. If you like the bind, go for it. And then go ahead, bring the hand back down. And then just turn your toes back to the top of your mat. You can either step up to ragdoll or go back to down dog. If you went to down dog, you can rest or flow. Honor your body. If you went to down dog, make your way back to ragdoll. On an inhale, find Ardha Uttanasana. On an exhale, hold. On an inhale, come all the way up. Stretch it out at the top. Drop your tailbone only if it feels good. Add a little back. Come up straight before your hands come down. Drop your arms and step your right foot back for warrior two. So heel to arch alignment, arms up, bend into your left knee. Don't let that knee go past the ankle, track it over the pinky toe. Make sure you're breathing. And then flip the front hand and just stretch it back and hold here. You can keep the right hand on the back thigh or you can reach it up and grab the wrist and give a little pull. And then release your arms and bend your knee back into warrior two. Then we'll just do two flows. So inhale, stretch it back. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. And then come here, straighten the front leg. Left arm stretches out, out, out before it reaches down. Right arm up unless it hurts the shoulder, and then the arm just rests down alongside the hip. If you go lower, make sure your head doesn't start pitching off towards the side. Keep your head over that front leg. Keep lifting your belly, dropping your tailbone, and creating space through that left side. Same bind can happen here with that top hand. Flip the thumb, knuckles to sacrum. You might be able to reach around for that bottom inner thigh. Nice. So go ahead, if you took the arm down, reach it up. Squeeze your belly tight, press into both feet, come up. We're stretching it all the way back again. And then bend into your knee. Find warrior two. And now left forearm on the thigh, right arm can stay right here on the hip, or you take it straight out to the side, rolls up alongside the ear, palms spin down. Beautiful. Extended side angle, you can stay here, you can add whatever is in your practice here. Some of you like to drop your bottom hand, make sure it doesn't make your head go crazy to the side. If you're taking the bind, knuckles to sacrum. You can do that half bind or the full bind, you can fly. Beautiful. If you're doing something else, let's meet back in side angle with the right arm forward, and then just reach your right hand down for the mat, pop the back heel up, and drop your knee to the floor. Walk your toes to the left side. You can stay right here or take your left hand, push the left knee away, look to the left. Only if it feels good, does not hurt your knee. You can bend the back knee, reach back, take hold of the top of the foot. And breathe. Now if you're holding the foot, release it with control, no rubber bands. Bring both hands to the front inside of the foot. Keep it high or drop the right elbow. Stay here or left elbow meets it. And then when you're ready, push up through the hands. We're gonna walk this foot across the pigeon. So you're gonna take the left foot, you're gonna pull it in towards the right groin, so bring it way in, put the top of the foot down, and the left knee goes to the outside left of your mat. So if this hurts your knee, come onto your bottom like we did in the beginning, cross that left ankle over the right. You can slide that right leg as far away as feels good, keep it high, or sink it down with your elbows. Make sure you're not creating pain in your body. If you are, ease out. Come up and listen to your body. Let go of judgment, competition. Breathe into your left hip. These look great. If you lower down, push up through your hand. We're gonna slide that right knee forward just so you get the left foot out of the way and just kick that leg around. Just release. And then you can go to down dog or child's pose. You can rest or flow. You can cat-cow if you want something in between. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, walk your hands to the back of your mat and come into ragdoll after that. Check out your ankles. We want the ankles stacked directly under the hip bone so there's a straight line, not a triangle. All right, now bend your knees, squeeze your belly, slowly stack your vertebrae coming up. Once you're at the top, reach your arms, palms spin in, relax your shoulders. Now lift your heels and press through your big toes, find your balance in your feet, and then tiptoe your way up to the top of your mat. Once you're there, drop your heels and drop your arms. And step the left foot back. Warrior two on this side, heel to arch, arms up, and into the right knee, look over the right middle finger. Looks good, keep tracking that knee open, keep breathing. Now flip your right hand and stretch it back. Hold here, breathe up the right side. Keep it here, or you can take that left hand, grab the wrist, and kind of pull to the back of the room. If it doesn't feel good, don't do it. Go back to warrior two. Exhale, warrior two. One more time. Come back and hold. Now straight the front leg. Right arm stretches out before it reaches down. Left arm up, stacking like you're between two sheets of glass. Keep reaching through that right side body so you get your head over the foot. If your head pitched to the side, your hand has gone down too low on the leg. If you like that bind, flip your thumb, knuckles to sacrum so you can reach around for that bottom inner thigh. So if you're having trouble with the bind, your hand's probably too low on the bottom hand. All right, so go ahead and release, reach that left arm back up, squeeze your belly tight, press into both feet, come up or stretch in your back. And then bend to your right knee, find warrior two for a moment. And then everything stays the same except the forearm rests on the thigh. Palm up, left arm alongside the ear, palm spinning down. Nice. And breathe. Stay here or play here if you want to add on. Add bind, the half bind. And then we're all going to come back to side angle. Let that left hand go down to the mat. Pop that back heel up and drop your knee. Walk your toes to the right side of your mat. Stay here or take your right hand, push the right knee away. Stay here or bend the back knee, grab the foot. If it hurts the knee, if it hurts the hip, it's the wrong pose for you. Everybody's body's different. Give yourself permission. Now if you're holding on, release with control, both hands to the front, inside of that foot, stay high, or left elbow down, stay there, or right elbow meets it. Keep breathing into the right hip. And then when we're ready to transition to pigeon, you're gonna press up through the hands. You're gonna take that right hand on the outside so you make space to bend that knee a lot and get the top of the foot down and the knee at the right side of your mat. Hurts the knee, come onto your bottom and cross the right ankle over like we did at the beginning. Stay here or lower down, or you're up here where we were at the beginning. Keep pulling back on the right hip, forward on the left. If you're in pigeon, onto your stomach. Went down to your elbows, push up, use the hands, slide that back knee up just a little so you can get the right leg out of the way, and then just kick that right leg around. And you can go to down dog or child's pose. You can rest or add a vinyasa. And then either from hands and knees or down dog, walk your hands towards your knees or your feet. Make your way into ragdoll at the back of the mat. And then bend your knees, squeeze your belly, stack your vertebrae. At the top, reach. Keep the arms up, palms in. Push down through the feet and lift your heels. Keep pressing to the big toe side. Once you're stable, tiptoe your way to the top. And drop your heels, drop your arms, and check it out. All right, so we've already been into pigeon. So we'll go into Galavasana standing. So we're gonna take left foot balance, bend your knees like a chair, and then right ankle over and create that figure four. If this does not work for you, tree is your pose you can go to. So some of you might stay up high, you can put your hands on your shin, you can bend a lot. Some of you might be able to reach down and touch the floor. There's a bind here. There's an arm balance there.
What do you bound this way or the other way?
Around the foot. Yep.
Around the foot.
Yep. There you go. Squeeze the belly. You got it. You got it.
I can't touch it.
Flex the foot. Flex the foot. Yeah. Nice. So wherever you are, make your way up and just kick that left leg out and give a little swish. And switch to the right foot. Confusing myself. All right, bend your knees like chair, and then the left ankle crosses over. So it's just a figure 4 like we did in our backs. Stay here, hands on the front or down on the shin. Can bend as much as feels good for your hip. The head in this case is forward, like head over shin. Some of you might reach down, you might bind, whatever works for you today. Rest when you need to. Nice poses, everybody. Go ahead, come up and just kick that leg out and give a little shake. Shake out the legs. Pinky toes near the edge. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, fold forward. Stay here, have a squat. If you want to practice crow, it's going to be a quick crow through a vinyasa and then back to the top of your mat. Now look forward. Yeah. Elbows a little closer. Get your feet further away from your hands. And together. No, I mean behind your hands. Back, 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 back. And then together. So it looks like this. Get them way back, so you can get on your tiptoes. There. Now look forward. Now squeeze the belly, lift one toe. Now maybe the other one wants to come up, or maybe you're just going to alternate. There you go. Yeah. It's all in the core. Not all, but a lot. All right, so when you're done, make your way back to ragdoll. Hang out here, or you can slide your fingers or hands under your feet for a little massage to the wrists. Padahastasana. And then if you went under the feet, release one hand at a time. Squeeze your belly, stack your vertebrae up. At the top, reach, stretch it out. If it feels good, edge back. Come up straight and hands to your heart. Drop your arms, find your mountain. Left foot balance, hands to the waist, and just bring your right thigh up. Squeeze the belly, reach to the crown of the head. Come in and out as you need to. All right, if it feels okay, we're gonna grab that knee, interlace our fingers in front of the knee, and just squeeze that thigh in towards your body. This is a really nice hip stretch that we don't think of. So those of you that want to make it hamstring, you know how it goes, right? Left hand under the ball mound of the foot, right hand under the other side, pinky toe. Maybe you extend, maybe you fold. So wherever you are is perfect. Nice. If you went out, bring it back to the knee. Everybody to the waist. Now squeeze your belly. Don't lean back if you're going to extend the leg. Maybe we're going to point, maybe we're going to hold it. And then we're just going to drop and lower that leg. Shake it up. And try the right foot. Focus on the lift. Belly in. Left leg high. Squeeze. So focus on your lift first. Stay here or hug that knee in. So feel that squeeze in your hip. You can point or flex, whichever feels best for you. Some of you are going to stay here. Some of you are going to work the hands under that foot to work on extension. Feels like too much, it is too much. Find a spot where you can be successful. Nice. If you went out, come back to the knee. Hands to the waist. If we're here, we're going to extend and point. Can we hold it a few breaths? And then lower it down. And just give it a shake. And find your mountain. So pinky toes near the edge. Inhale high. Exhale fold. You can stay here. You can have another squat. You can have another shot at crow if you want. So you can lift the heels. That's the trick. Yes. Squeeze the belly. There you go. Keep looking forward. That's it. Yeah. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Yeah. Nice. back to ragdoll. Let's walk our feet in. You can take that Padahastasana again if you like, hands or fingers under the feet. Otherwise, just hang out in ragdoll. You can massage your wrists if you're working crow. Just get your toes, dig them in there. And then release one hand at a time. Let's find Ardha Uttanasana. So if you're having any low back issues, you're going to fold forward and round it up. If you're feeling strong, just squeeze your belly, keep that flat back, hands to the waist, and then hinge yourself up to standing. And then just shake out the legs and sit up nice and tall. So left foot balance again, hands to the waist, right knee up. So some of you are going to stay here. Some of us are going to just take the right hand, grab the right knee, and just take that knee out to the side. And breathe. So the stretch is in that hip. If you feel stable, you can always look to the left. You can always extend that arm. So if you're nice. Now bring it back to the front. Squeeze the belly, hands to the waist. Don't lean back as you extend and point. Can you hold it? And then lower it with control. And then shake it out. And then right foot balance, and left leg up. Focus on the lift. And then we're going to take our left hand, if you're adding on, take it to the side. You can always just hug the knee in if you don't like this option. You can add what feels good, the gaze, the arm. And then come back to center, hands to the waist, don't lean back as you extend, point, and then lower. And shake it. And we're just going to do a quick fold, and then we're going to come right back up. So inhale high, exhale fold. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. So remember, if your back issues, you're going to fold it forward again and round up. Otherwise, squeeze your belly, hands to the waist, push into the feet, use your core to stand, and then find your mountain. All right, last balance, left foot down, right leg high. You're either doing the same thing you just did, take the knee to the side, holding the knee, or you're going to take your peace fingers, grab the big toe, take the leg to the front, and then take it to the side. You can add the arm for balance. You can touch a wall if you need it. Uttahasta Aparagustasana. Now if you went to the side, bring it to the front. If you're extending the leg, holding the toe, you're going to try to release it. Let the straight leg, hands to the waist. Don't lean back. We're all going to extend, point, and then lower and shake. We're almost done. Last side. Right foot down, left leg high. Focus on the lift. Remember option one, grab the knee, take it to the side. Option two, peace fingers, grab the big toe, extend the leg, and take it to the side. So if you're at home, looks like this, it'll be on the other side. Or it looks like this. So you're touching a wall. Nice. So if you went to the side, bring it back to the front. Now we're going to squeeze the belly. If you're holding, you're going to just take the hand to the waist and keep that leg out there, point it, and then lower it down with control. Everyone shake it out and find your mountain. Say hallelujah. Inhale, reach high. We're done with balance. Yay! Exhale, fold forward. Stay here, take a squat, have a vinyasa. On your last vinyasa. Nice. Beautiful. So from wherever we are, we're going to make our way back. Put your hands and knees or down dog and lower all the way your belly any way you want to get there. Forehead or chin to the mat, arms back with the palms up. On an inhale, push the tailbone down, tops of the feet stay down, roll up just your head, neck, and chest. Hands can float off the floor. If it feels better, you can push the backs of the hands into the floor. A little left, just before you lower. Just put your left cheek on the mat, wiggle your hips. You can stay here, or we'll do a second round, add the feet if you'd like. Forehead or chin to the front. Inhale, head, neck, and chest. If it feels okay, lift the feet. And breathe. Back strengthening exercise. Maybe a little lift just before you lower. Put the right cheek on the mat. Wiggle your hips. Turn your left cheek back to the side. Bring your arms up, bend your elbows like cactus arms, fingertips face forward, and then just slide your right knee up towards your right elbow. And just breathe into the front of that hip. And you can stay here, or we'll add a twist here. So you're going to take your arms forward, lift everything except your palms, and look at your hands. Now you just take your left arm and slide it under the right, and then you roll on to that left shoulder, and the right arm goes back behind you. Keep letting that knee pop up so that right arm can rest on the floor. So if you try to keep the knee down, it's going to keep that upper body from relaxing. Look to the right. Now we're just going to take that right hand back up overhead where it came from. Slide your knee down, move your shoulder, and then put your right ear on the mat. Wiggle your hips. And then take the left knee to the left elbow. And take a moment here before you think about where you're going next. Be here. That's the trick, always, right? On and off the mat. And you can stay here or take both arms forward, lift everything except your palms, look at your hands. Right arm slides under the left, roll onto the right shoulder, and then just let that left arm go back and look to the left. Keep letting this knee pop up so you can let that left shoulder rest towards the floor. And then take your left hand back up where it came from, slide your knee down, take your shoulder out of the way, just bring your head to the front and just wiggle your hips one more time. Then we're just going to push up to hands and knees and go all the way back to child's pose. I said last vinyasa a while ago, but if you really want one, you can take it here. And then when you're done, you can flow through or just make your way onto your bottom and come onto your back. Just hug your knees in one last time. Make little circles around your back. Reverse your circles. Let's just take a deeper supine twist here. Let both knees fall to the left, look to the right. Keep both shoulders grounded on the floor. And then squeeze your belly to come up. Let your knees fall to the other side and look to the left. And then squeeze to come up, rock it out. Stay here or bottoms of the feet together, knees press forward. Stay there or both feet up in the air. Happy baby, any movement that feels good. Your feet are up, bring them in. If your knees are wide, pull them together. If it feels okay, hug yourself up into a tight little ball. And then wait for an exhale and stretch it out in all directions. Take up space, find Shavasana. Legs up the wall, always an option. Make sure your back is comfortable. If you can't get your back comfortable, you can keep your knees bent. Eyes are closed if that feels okay. And then just imagine a beautiful golden light enters the body through the crown of the head. As the light pours through your body, it brings warmth and relaxation to the scalp, the forehead, the eyes, nose, and mouth are relaxed. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. The neck and shoulders are relaxed. The arms, hands, and fingers. The chest, your abdomen, the upper, middle, and lower back are relaxed. The hips, the pelvis, the buttocks, the thighs, the knees, the calves and shins, the ankles, the feet, and out. The body is completely relaxed. This state of peace is your true nature. Take a few moments just to be. History has taught me to love and respect the beauty of our collective experience. Our education teaches us a lot. None of it, however, teaches us that the love we seek is our own. We did not learn in school that the deep longing we have for this or that outcome is actually the longing to have peace within ourselves. This information was not in any classroom I ever entered. Rather, it was passed on to me by sages and by every person who has spoken to me honestly. This wisdom is in the smile in my dog's eye. It's in the very music of the earth, the resounding truth of the ages, and it can only be heard when we are still. Bring the awareness back to your breath. Deepen your breath. Let it fill your body with life. You start to bring movement to fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs, until you're ready for a big stretch. And if it feels good, hug your knees in one last time. Gently, carefully roll to your right side. Take a few breaths on your side. And in your own time, in your own way, when you're ready, make your way up to your comfortable seat. We'll close our practice. Find your tall spine. Find your breath. Remember your peace is always within, regardless of what goes on around you. And share your light. Hands to the heart. Bow in. Give gratitude. Look for the joy. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you all for sharing your practice and your presence. Thank you for being here. Have a great weekend. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll put on my mask one more time. Just for fun. As I say goodbye to Facebook. All right, guys. Happy Halloween. See ya.